Good evening this Friday. Welcome to Mind Your Character with Olusola-Obasa. But I'm not here alone today. I'm going to be doing this with two of my team members. Still in the spirit of Valentine's Day. It's been 2 days away, yes, I know. So we're going to have a chit chat today on looking at sundry issues around this. I'll bring them in shortly. So today you're going to have two of my team members, Deborah Olafimiho and Jeremiah Otunubi, respectively, and we're going to be doing a chit chat around, or gisting around sundry issues having to do with love, having to do with, yes, areas where people might need. So they are practically going to be telling us their own views. They are not experts. Neither am I a love expert, you know. Okay, so my area is character development basically, and we know that love grows or dies based on the character of the people involved. I just left a comment on my Facebook timeline saying that love is a living thing. Love is a living thing. It grows through commitment. It dies through neglect. It flourishes with commitment. It withers by negligence or neglect. So today I'm going to bring in both of them up, and they're just going to say their own thing. They're just going to be saying their own thing. So this is the caveat. They are not experts, but they are going to say, we are going to be answering and asking ourselves questions, and it's a special edition for the Valentine's season. Okay, so let me bring them up one after the other. Wait, ladies first. So I'll bring the lady up first. I'll bring the lady. Why isn't she able to join? Let me find out for her. Okay, so I think I'll go this route. I'm inviting her and I'm doing the same. So let's see. Either ways, we'll have them in a bit. Good, so I have the Hello.
Good evening, ma'am.
You're welcome. Great to see you.
Thank you.
Even though we've been at work together, so
Yes.
okay, let me see why I don't have Jerry yet. I'll do check on him again. Second invite. I'm sure he will join us now. So if you so if he has requested to join, let's have it. Okay. So we should have Jerry soonest. Where are thou? So while we expect him to join, which I believe he will do shortly, be able to join shortly, we are going to be we're going to be doing chit chats, gist about so many requests to join. Okay. Okay. So while we expect him to join us, we have a few questions we had said we were going to ask or answer. And let me begin from what we discussed earlier today at what we call our staff empowerment session, particularly the Friday, which is relational skill development session.
And so I'm waving at everyone who's joining. Thank you so much, everyone. We're trying to set off, so I will do a proper welcome to everyone shortly. I am eager to have my second guest join us because this can't be a woman's something.
Yes, so
He has to represent the men. Okay, keep saying that he isn't able to join. All right, so just send me an invite. Okay, you just did a request to join. View. Okay, so hopefully we are able to get him to join. I'm sure that our technical team is finding out why. Oh, yes,
Finally.
hey, Jerry.
Hi. Good to see
Hi, hello.
you. Thank you.
All right, so Jerry is here. Jerry is the guy with the fine Yoruba cap. He's repping the Yoruba people. But it's not Yoruba demon, no go forbid.
Of
Ah.
course.
All
Yeah.
right. So yes, let's get this going. It was Valentine's on the 14th, Valentine's Day, and here we are 2 days after. Today is 16th, and for a lot of people, the thing has worn out, like it has fizzled out. The love came, love visited them on on 14th. Love visited them on the 14th, but right now, love has gone back to where it stays till next year again. I'm not sure you know that's how it is for some people. Love visited them or visits them usually on 14th. They just, and that's why they go haywire. Like they try to just paint the town red. Like everyone was a red.
Mhm.
And moments after that day ends, 12 a.m. into the next day, which is 15th, love takes a flight back to where it came from. Should it be like that? Shouldn't every day be Valentine's Day? Let's start on that soft note. Shouldn't every day? Won't you rather want your every day to be a Valentine's Day? So your personal opinion. Don't forget, on this show, you don't have to be, you don't need expert views. You just need your own opinion and your understanding. Okay? So yes, who goes first? The lady, yes.
Imagine. Wow, okay. Before I go on, I would like to say hello to everybody. How are you doing today? Thank God it's Friday. How
Yeah,
has been heat at
TGIF.
your side? How has been heat at your side? Because yeah, it is well. Okay, so back to the question. I would say that for me, I think every day should be Valentine's Day. But February 14th is just a day that is so special. So it should be treated
Wow.
like the special day that it is. But actually, every day should be Valentine's Day because, of course, why do we wait for February 14th before we show love? But I just feel like that day, February 14th, should be treated specially based on what we tagged the day as. So that's my own view about that.
Imagine you saying what we tag the game as if you were there the day they decided to tag that day.
But throughout the world, I feel Valentine's
You were
February
part
14th
of the
is.
Igbimo. You were on the Igbimo that tag that day.
So everybody knows that February 14th is Valentine's Day. So we just agree. We agree to that fact.
Okay, so your point is every day should actually be
Yes,
Valentine's Day.
yes.
However, Valentine's Day should be taken for the serious, extra important day that is it. Okay,
Yes,
agreed.
yes.
What about you, Jerry? And by the way, you'll be seeing Jerry as Lil Joe on Instagram. So in case you are wondering who I'm calling Jerry, the J in the Lil Joe is Instagram. Ah no, Nothing was happening in that
Sorry
place.
about
No
that.
grief for that camera.
I don't believe.
All
Thank
right, so
you,
yes,
Amber.
let's have you.
Yeah, thank you very much for the question. If I got you correctly, you've asked, should every day
Children
be
every day.
Valentine's Day, or
Mhm.
we should just celebrate it February 14th alone, right?
Yes.
Oh, great. I would like to start from where Miss Olafimiro stopped. She actually talked about every day being Valentine's Day. I would also support that because, and this is my reason for that. If we go into the definition of love per se, we are going to
Hmm.
see that every
Okay,
day should be
so
Valentine's Day. Because after loving God, the next thing is to love yourself, like the basis of love.
okay, don't
Like,
worry, we are going to change power supply in bits.
all
We got
right.
ready for them. Jeremiah, they can't see you at all.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that. But they can see my voice, so to say.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So I was actually talking about love being foundational on God,
Yes, you said
and
first, love God. Second, love yourself.
exactly, exactly. So my point is, if you understand that love also has to do with you, of course, you have to love yourself every day because you live on a daily basis. So
Mm.
once you understand that, so after that, you cannot transit the love to loving someone else, be it romantic, be it emotional, be it family wise, or whatsoever definition we want to give to it. So it's an everyday thing. That's just my final
Okay,
thought
so
about
long and short is love should be an everyday thing.
it. Yes,
We should experience Valentine's Day every day.
exactly.
However, according to Debbie, Valentine's Day is special and should be taken for that. It means that if you're in a relationship with someone, don't go and lock up on that Valentine's Day and say, every day is Valentine's Day, I don't need to do anything. Well, I will not be there when you be answering your query. Anyway, so let that one move us to the next question as we change our source of power supply. The next question I'd like to ask is around shouldn't, you just said it now that every day should be a vows day. You should show love every day. Love God, love yourself, love others. And then the next thing for me is how then is it not possible for acts of kindness? I mean, can't acts of kindness and care be just platonic? Must they have undertone? Can't
Hmm.
acts of love, maybe a guy is loving, is caring, and that's who he is. That is person. That's personality. That is value. Just name all these things. And then he's being nice to people, he's being nice to ladies. And the other person is a girl. She has grown up to be someone who cares about everyone. She was raised to care. So she's just caring for everybody the way she has learned to care. Should there always be meaning being read to it? Must there always be an undertone to acts of care, acts of love, like genuine, platonic? Did I say platonic? I hope platonic is right. Anyway, let me say English that I know. Agape is not platonic. Okay. So, I mean, let's use agape. We can't go wrong on that one. So, yes, that's natural value for person or humanity kind of love or stance. Most people always read into it because now we have said love every day. But you find out that when you're trying to make everyday Valentine's Day for yourself or people around you, you buy them stuff, you look out for the ladies in your circle as a guy, you look out for the guys in your circle as a lady, you go out of your way to do stuff for them. They think that only someone who has something extra for them should be able to do. How do we now draw the line? shouldn't we be able to be genuinely caring, loving, kind, without having people read meaning? Without us having another term, without them reading, because there are two sides, without anybody reading meaning to it. The
Okay.
lady will go first
Yeah,
again.
Ah,
as
wow.
usual. As usual.
Okay. I would say that it's possible to just be caring without reading any extra minutes to it. But because of how our world is today, the environment, the society, people will, even if you in particular, you are not reading any minute to it, people around will say, like, "Ah, babe, watch out, oh,
Mm.
this guy that outside." So,
Yes, let's have.
what
Do you
I'm
mind sharing the story?
okay, I will just briefly share the story. So I will talk about the guy's side towards me. So when I was in school, there was this guy that
Oh, towards you. Ah, okay.
yes, that's why I said that's personal story. And
Oh, okay.
these two stories I'm going to share are my personal story. So the first
Okay.
one is from a guy to me, and the second one will be from me to a guy. So, and by the way, I have more male friends. That's just the truth. So I have more male friends than female friends. So there was this guy I met in school. Actually, when I entered the school, when I was in 100 level, he has graduated, but he was still around, like just to sort some things out before going to um housemanship,
Servicing.
because he's a doctor,
Oh,
no
okay.
housemanship, so you will do
Oh,
housemanship before service. So we met on Facebook. So, and surprisingly, he graduated from my school. So we started talking, and we, in fact, the friendship was very, like, because I was free with him and he was also free with me. So I noticed that he's a giver. Like, he gives. Sometimes he will just send me your account number. On my birthday, he will send me money for cake, all those things. So in my mind, I was like, what is going on? But I am someone that I don't like jumping to conclusion easily. So, and not knowing that as at that time, as at that time, he was in a serious relationship with someone. So I think that I've just okay, guy, let's define this. You know, this kind of statements. Let's define this relationship. I would have ruined this beautiful friendship. So I just feel like there are some people that they are just being nice and there's nothing attached. So the second one from me to the guy is that this guy, we actually met on to go. So can
The
everybody
days of,
hear me?
yeah, I had to go. I had to go. You met
Okay, I know
yourself
you
to
hear that.
go.
We actually met on to go, and you know all this room. So I went to OAU room because I was planning to go to OAU then. So that is where I met this guy. So he was already in school. I was just seeking for an admission then. So when I got to school, we started our friendship before I even got to the school. So when I got to the school, we became, of course, our friendship will increase. Like the calling, hello, hi, hi. And fortunately, we we studied the same course. So, and of course, he was my senior colleague, and then anything I did not understand, guy, please help me with this, help me with that. So at that time, he lost his father. So, and it was kind of difficult for him, like feeding and the like. So, and naturally, anything that has to do with, okay, for somebody to eat, just to be fine, I'm in without anything attached. So I will just get in some few food stuff. I mean, food stuff. Not, I don't do cooler ministry. You know, there are some people that they did cooler ministry. So there are some people that are still doing it. So I will just give him few food stuffs, food stuff. So one day he now said that he sent me a message that he would like to see me. I said okay. So I went to Anglomo. So shout out to all you people. At the mention of Aglomos, you will know what I'm talking about. So Aglomos car park. So I
We
went.
understand.
So okay, we met at that place. So he was telling me, I like you, all this thing, blah blah blah. Kinoko, kinoko. Where is this thing coming from?
Ah,
Where is this thing
it's
coming
good
from?
this
Oh
now.
girl. I said that, well, I'm not interested, I'm sorry. So now me mention of something that I was like, okay, maybe because of what I've been doing for him. So he said that even his friends, they told him that it's like this babe likes you. Because for somebody to give you something, to give you food at this clinic or in
Hmm.
this school,
What a
definitely
news.
this person likes you. I was like, wow. Well, sorry to say your friends are wrong because you are not the only person I'm doing this for. Anything that has to do with, okay, just for somebody to be fine, I'm him. And I don't have any pretensions. To cut the long story short, it is actually possible for some people to be just like and not. But I will say, I will put this caveat that if you are confused, you can actually call the person that, please, I need clarity on this part so that you will not be confused. So, but I will say it that there are some people that they are just being nice and there's nothing attached. So that you not go and real
Okay.
beautiful friendship.
Before Jerry comes up on this topic, on this question, Madam Olafmio, why did you diss that brother? What happened? Why did they?
Because you know there are some
what
people that they are just good as
what is
friends.
the problem?
You know, there are some people that they are just good as friends, and you like me. I just like you as a friend, nothing more. Because you know
Okay.
what you want, right? And if you see that this person is not, like there are some things that are lacking, and those things they are very important to you. You don't have to just be playing games that, okay, let's see how it goes and the like. So that's my answer.
All right. Okay, thank you. So,
You, ma'am.
Jerry, he
Ma,
has given she gave us two real life stories. She spoke from a lady's perspective and then from you guys' perspective. The question is, how did we come to that world where you cannot just be nice for being nice? That meaning will be read to it. And then you cannot just be good for being good. You are reading, you have an undertone even yourself. Agenda, let's put it like that. You have an agenda, so it's a script. You are taking one step after another. When did we come to that kind of a world where you cannot just be good, kind, caring? These are basic things that make any healthy society go round. And then meaning must be read to it, or you must have an agenda tied to it. Unfortunately, I see this same trend in our political system. The little that I know, and I've been around in this country for almost 50 years now, so I should be able to have mouth to talk about what I know about this country. Yes, from a citizen's point of view, it will seem as if this is what we experience as well, even with our leaders, averagely in the political space. There is this feeding the fowl, feeding the chicken, just so you can have it grow big enough for you to enjoy. How did we get there? For you, can't love be mutual and agape? Must it be platonic?
okay, thank you very much for that question. A direct answer to that would be love can actually be mutual, depending on the two, depending on the two folks. I'm not sure if I've used the right word, but okay, depending on the two people inside whichever relationship it is. So love can actually be mutual. And like rightly stated when I gave my first answer to your first question, I talked
Yes,
about love having to be between you and God first. Like as a person, as human, you need to love God.
yes.
Understand that this is who God is to me. Then you'll be able to love yourself. And after you are able to love yourself, you can translate the love to someone else. So that would be my direct answer to that question. Love can actually be mutual with a better understanding of what love is. So if you in a situation whereby you have someone or two persons who are not having mutual love, trust me, there is a lack of understanding.
Hmm.
One person there,
Okay.
probably both.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I don't want to forget to put it out there. There was something that Debbie said when she was responding to this particular question. There was an additional statement she made, and I think it's important to re-echo it. She said that if you notice that there's a misconception of what you're doing, if you notice that you are being misunderstood, because see, you should not be blind and you should not be emotionally bereft. Like you should not be numb. You should be able to know when all you're just doing is caring and somebody is receiving you as wife. You should be able to sense it. When all you're just doing is being a sister, okay, or being a brother who is looking out, and they said, be your brother's keeper, be your sister's keeper.
Love your
When
neighbors.
that's what you're doing, eh?
Love your neighbor as yourself.
As yourself. So if that's what you're just doing, and you notice that the thing has, it seems to be gathering some steam that you didn't plan for. Like in the case of our own, that guy was in a serious relationship. Meanwhile, she was receiving acts of kindness from him that could make it seem as if something was coming up. When you notice that, I think there are two ways to this, but I don't want to burst. If I talk too much on this, I will stop the importance of the question I'm supposed to ask next. But let me echo what she said. She said, if you notice a misconception, these are not her exact words, but that's what I got. You need to initiate a conversation to clear the air.
Yeah.
If you notice there has been a misconception, if the person is not reading you correctly, you need to look for a way to start a conversation that will help you clear the air. You know why? You don't want to be said to be breaking somebody's heart, whose heart you never had access to in the first place, or whose heart you never wanted in the first place. And because we see a lot of that happening around to young people, and we thought this was important. So to the next question. This next question is going to help us settle this matter very well. And it's about boundaries. So you're just being your agape love somebody and all that. But yeah, there's what they call how the Yoruba used to say it to I forgot. It's like when Yoruba say that your handshake is going beyond elbow point. In Yoruba, there's one,
Yes.
there's one, but I can't remember it now. When I say that your handshake is already, it has gone beyond this place, so it has gone here. This handshake, are you sure this is the handshake? So, but that's literally Yoruba saying that boundaries or borders. What are the borders that you should maintain as someone who is just showing the Jesus, agape, mutual, family kind of love? Shouldn't there be some restricted areas? So when you notice that people say that they don't feel something for you, they are just being nice, but then they are doing certain things certain way, saying certain things certain way, and they are torturing your emotions,
Yes.
like literally. They are making your head to swing, guang, 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 and you're like, what did they happen? They say nothing. Let's talk about, for the person giving the love, what boundaries should guide. For the person receiving the love or the care, what boundaries should guide, so that we can stop having people who are hurt without intention, like without the intention of getting them hurt, but they are hurt eventually because you looked like you liked them, you spoke like you wanted them, you showed acts like, and then if their love language, like they say, is act of kindness, act of love, how do we draw the, so we are talking about borders now or boundaries. What won't you do in the name of loving somebody? Debbie, you say you are not cooler ministry somebody. Are you saying that
Yes,
cooler ministry crosses the border for you? Is it outside your own border?
well, should I say it
For
it.
those who don't understand Kula ministry, it is a Christian fellowship code for
Yes,
girls who
so.
usually carry food to brothers to go and help their ministry.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah.
papas in the fellowship.
Our papa. Okay. The Kula ministry. Well, should I say it is because, you know, some people they read meanings to a lot of things, and I from the beginning I just wanted to be clear. Though there are some point that okay, I have to be kind, I have to be nice because you are, maybe should I say hungry? I don't want to use that word. So I have to be kind that okay, we'll at least be fine. We are all in school together and we don't know who is who and the likes. And okay, just like asking what the Bible says that okay, if somebody is hungry, something like that. So,
Yes.
but doing extra is what I don't.
Like what? Like what is extra for you?
Okay, in that aspect, like making it every time and the cooked food, abana. In fact, that person will be like, ah, if in fact the guy will see you as mumu, should I say, if that guy is an immature person, that don't worry, she will bring me food now. You are doing wife duty when even the guy in question has not
Mm,
told you anything.
mm.
So doing wife duty when you are not in the
When I'm
mind
not
of
a
that person, that
wifey.
you are just like a sister to him and you are doing wife duty. So in fact the
Mm.
confusion will be there. So there are some things that, in fact, when you were talking the other time, you said that in what we said earlier, that how should we put boundaries in that aspect? The first thing I would say is that okay, let me talk in the aspect of someone that is receiving the love. If you know that this particular guy, and I will talk in the aspect of female ladies. So if you notice that this particular guy is actually touching that spot that you want
Mm.
to be loved.
Your sensitive part is
Yes,
touching it.
and let me make
That place that
it
makes you
clear.
feel
I'm not
warm.
talking about
The
physical
physical.
touching, no. I'm talking
I
about okay.
understand.
I'm
Understand.
talking about maybe attention, quality time, word of
All
affirmation,
chorus the
and the
alone.
likes.
It's
And
chorus the
receiving
alone.
gifts,
Yes.
and you are trying to like you are confused. Please, guys, talk about it so that at the end of the day, you not see brother's invitation card, wedding invitation, and you say that this brother broke my heart. Please make everything clear. But at this point, I think when it's getting too much, you too, you will know, except you want to turn a blind eye to it. You will
Some
know.
people used to
You
be very
will
blind
know.
though. And they say love is blind. Wow.
You will know. So just talk about it. And now, in the aspect of receiving love, if it's getting too much, ask him. And by yourself, there are some things that you need to reject. If he has not
Or
told you
create
that,
some distance already
yes, okay, let me use myself as an
between
example now.
you.
Uh, I said earlier that I have more male friends than female friends. That doesn't mean that I don't put boundaries to some things. So if you are calling me too much, if you are chatting me too much, and you have not said anything, by
Baby,
myself, by
I not agree
myself,
for that
I
one.
will reduce. I
Let
will
them call
reduce
you.
the
You know they.
conversation. No, I'm trying to. I'm trying to clear myself. Like, okay, you've not said anything because I
What
believe
if they
that if you
now
are
say
just
to
showing it, you are not saying it. What is the essence of? I don't want to be misunderstood, and I don't want to
you?
misunderstand you
Sister,
too.
be
So,
calming
by
down. Be calming
myself,
down.
I will
Be calming
reduce that
down.
conversation. Yes. So when you now know that, okay, I think I have something for this lady, then come out, say it. I will not care. I don't carry
It's
fire
not
for it.
every
Say
guy
it.
that can say it like that. I've told you. It's not every
Write it
guy.
on a note. Be creative about it. If you are shy to tell me, thank God we are tech inclined. Send it as a test. When I see it as a test, just to confirm that the test is coming from you, I will call you so that we hear your voice. Yes, different things happen now. So just to know
Oh
that
my
the
God.
text, the message is coming from you. To confirm, I will call you. We will speak. You will talk. At the end of the day, you still talk. Yes.
Okay, okay. Okay, interesting. Thank you, Debbie.
Thank you, man.
Jerry,
Hmm?
it looks like Debbie wants to scatter all the table that
Ah,
is in this place. Me, I know that me, I'm waiting to carry Ashe okay to go and do a wedding. This one that she has told me that if you call me too much, you know that my mama sure get a car see me.
No, he should talk.
no,
That's the point.
I was
Talk.
just
I don't
trying
want to be
to,
confused,
I was just
please.
trying to
Let's
wait
be
for her to
guided.
land. I was just trying to wait for her to land. I wanted her to take her time because she was talking to the point whereby she wanted to start blaming the guys
No,
for having
For
to
calling.
no,
communication.
I'm not.
I
I'm
mean, for
not.
you to have said, why can't you text me? Why can't you do this? But it's not all guys that can actually come out there and tell you I love you or I have something for you. I am telling you, and it's
They
not
should
a
learn,
crime.
no, they should learn, no.
Abi, what?
Okay, I mean even men,
I
not
pity that
all
guy
men,
in question.
not
No.
all men. You see, ladies know when somebody is into them. It's yes or yes.
But you cannot
No, you
assume.
cannot. You
Assumption
cannot
cannot be this
conclude.
matter.
You cannot
Just
conclude. Jerry, you
You are
that's
can't
just
the
trying to
conclude.
play
essence.
safe. You can conclude. You are just trying
You
to play
can't.
safe.
You
No,
can't.
you can't
See,
tell.
Jerry.
Okay,
Jerry, can I say something?
I of
Why I say
course
that you
right.
can't conclude is, I said it earlier that I have male friends, and
Yeah.
there are some people that they are just like that. You will There's no how you will want to misinterpret their gesture. So if you are a conclusive type, like you conclude on everything. Okay, for example, now I have a friend when I was in school. So and this lady is a lovable person, right? So and guys they guys like her rather. They give her stuff and the likes. And and lady, this lady in question always interprets that kind gesture that she will even be telling us, we are friends, that this guy likes me.
Yeah, I don't
And
care.
I'll be like, wait, what if this guy is just being nice? At the end of the day, majority of these guys, they are in a serious relationship. So that's why I said that you can't just conclude. See, if I want to conclude on guys, Jerry,
Don't get like
I would have
Wait, don't
I,
misunderstand Jerry.
I would
Don't
have
misunderstand you. He's not saying you should conclude. We're just saying that you should be calming down.
yes, I'm being
Please.
calm,
like
but I just want you to
let us
say
get
it for
close. And if
clarity
you see,
purpose.
Okay, so
I even want to say
let's
this.
hear
I
Jerry.
even want
Let's
to
hear
say this.
Jerry out.
I even want to say this. I want to say this. A friend of mine is here, Ani Ikaye. So he's going to know about this story. Like, I can remember that night. He was there when it was my first exam in school back then. So he was there on that day when I was feeling down because of a lady. So he would
You were kneeling
definitely
down.
remember. So you see, what happened to me back then? I would say it's a problem of me not being sure if I like the lady, honestly. But the lady like loved me, and I didn't see any big deal in you trying to come and tell me that I like you. In fact, just like alone, you don't keep something in my head. Like, do you understand? So I feel, if from what you are saying, if you see somebody getting close as well, like, guy, is this thing not getting too much? You can actually initiate the conversation as well. The communication part that you said. I feel ladies can also be like, is is everything okay? I mean, I don't know. There should be a way you can ask. Ladies have this different way they can initiate conversation. I believe
Oh,
that. So you can
Jerry,
easily say,
Jerry. Ladies know. But it is also the pride of a lady to act as if she doesn't know until you say what you have to
Yes.
say. There is
but
only a level of
What if you
with
friendship
are
each other.
wrong?
that
What
can
if you
never
At
are
the end of
allow
wrong?
the day,
anybody
you
pop
should
that
be
question
reasonable.
as a lady. It's not the lot of a lady to tell you what's in your heart. Okay, so men are chasers. You should chase. And then the woman should respond. So that's why I say that it's not out of place if a guy decides to learn. Or you can talk to a friend of yours who is good at that. You know that happens a lot now with
Yes,
guys.
so
Where blah blah
I
blah.
hate that.
Some people will receive prepping.
you are
But
not
Jerry, you know
I hate
that's not the
sending
question.
my friend or sending a lady
Jerry, you know
link.
that's not the
I
question
don't do
though.
that.
The
ma'am.
question is what's too much? What shouldn't you do in the name of showing that someone, showing your free will love? As you dey share the love up and down, what shouldn't you do that can give someone misunderstanding about what you are doing? For you, are there boundaries? For her, now she say cooking for somebody is like doing the wifey duties, so that she will not want to cook for you except there's something going. She would rather give you food stuff, Baba, go and cook by yourself. Okay. Now, loving as she would like to be, caring as she would like to be, that food own. Everyone has their, if she says she can't cook, I imagine she can also not wash the clothes. How? I imagine she cannot wash the person's clothes, which a lot of people like, you know, they go do wife matter, you never. And then, so look, we're still talking about people who are still even trying to be sure whether there's anything. So cooking, I don't know how cooking comes in. And for some people who have been cooking naturally, some people have been cooking naturally for their friends, normal. If you now go and start reading meaning to the fact that anybody that is cooking for me must love me, or they are trying to tell me something. There's something I learned so many years ago from Pastor Bimbo Odukoya. He said I always define every relationship. So like Jerry said, you will know, you will sense it. In particular, the lady will sense it. But guy, don't think that because she senses it, she must now pop the question. That's too much to expect. If she does pop the question, good for you. But I'm sure that over 90% of ladies would not, out of their own personal honor. And I totally stand with them. So if she notices, she'll be expecting you to pop the question or initiate a conversation. Debbie has made it easier and say, you feel write down for phone. You know how they say, write it down and send it. If your mouth cannot talk, let me tell you why a lot of guys do not talk. They fear rejection.
Yes.
Guys who find themselves in that kind of situation are those who are scared of hearing a no. But you see, no is part of life. N and O will not have been in the alphabet if no was not going to be a part of our life. So in life, there are times when those two letters will come together and they form a word called no. There's nothing you can do to it. If someone says no, I used to tell people that in my space that if anybody says no to you or if anybody refuses you, it means that they are not fit for you. It's not their luck. Another person whose luck it is will come. So don't look down on yourself and feel as if once someone says no to you means that you are less of the person that you should be. So yes, what should be too much? Jerry didn't tell us what he thinks is too much. But Debbie told us what she thinks. Don't forget, these are their own personal opinions. But I feel that playing on people's emotion in whatever way, trying to touch in a way that is saying something, yet you are saying there's nothing. You know, there's a way you hold people's hands, even their hands, like holding of hands alone. There's a way you hold people's hands and telling them something. And then you are doing all of that. Whoa, you're sure being emotional kind of thing. So, and you are saying that there's nothing. I feel for that kind of a lady, when you notice that, don't wait. Me, I will ask you.
Yes, so.
Kilo Shele, I don't understand it. This crystal ball is not clear. Can we clarify what's happening? And when I'm going to do that, and I've made up my mind, right? And I've made up my mind that even if he says there's nothing, I'll not feel bad. Because some ladies will not talk because they are afraid that what if he says there's nothing, that I'm reading meaning to things. I would rather clear my head and move on in a healthy friendship with you than be under the pressure of he will speak today, he will say it tomorrow. He will speak today, he will say it tomorrow. And then, The thing with our hearts is once your heart begins to follow something, everything around it begins to look like it. Once your heart picks the rhythm, once your heart picks the rhythm that this guy gets something for me, everything he does, it will magnify times two. Like, can't you see? He said this to me. He went that way for me. He did that for me. He bought this for me. And then the thing begins to compound, like compound interest. So, long and short, the things we have learned today, number one, love should be able to be natural.
Yes,
Love does
yes.
not have to have meaning. Number two, what was that first thing we first had? Valentine's Day should be every day.
Yeah.
Love can afford to be natural. You can have very healthy
Yes.
friends of the opposite sex without strings attached.
Yes.
But let me tell you, me, I have a concern. Let me call it concern. I have a concern about that friend thing. They call it friend zoning in this generation, but I'm coming. So the third thing we have learned is that there are certain things that can be too much.
Yes.
Please help people's hearts. Don't let people's hearts fail, I beg. Oga, be careful. And you are throwing those jibes, you are throwing them, and you know that the person said is beginning to spin, and you are continuing. Oh, girl, you know that you can't stand this anymore. You are getting messed up in your head. Ask question, abeg.
In
You
fact,
cannot come and kill yourself.
guys too can be in that shoe.
So
Okay, there
whichever
was
way it
yes,
is,
a guy
vis-a-vis,
has actually asked me before
please.
that, Debbie, do you like me? And me, I it's just someone that I know that I can learn from. So I try.
Long and short is, I don't know, I think it's my internet on my side that is okay. Jerry, can you hear me?
Yeah, I
Can you
can
hear
hear
me?
you. I can hear you. I
Awesome.
can hear you.
Okay, so to wrap this up because of our time, I want to speak to people who are so friends. So
Meant to work.
friends. They cannot be lovers. People who are so friends, they cannot transit to becoming lovers. I don't think it's okay. My personal views. You are so friends, like friends. You are so much friends. You find it difficult to transit from being friends to becoming lovers and life partners. I think people need to review that curriculum. I don't think it's okay. Because who else should you marry if not your friend? Particularly if you think that you have checked other things and they don't only fit to the friend zone, they also seem to fit into life partner. Don't forget that Debbie said that some people are only good to be friends. So, but the kind of friends I'm talking about are the ones that you know that horikosu. You will not hear them one day, you have not slept. Everything happened to you. Your life is in their hand, their life is in your hands. And they say transit this relationship from being friends, mutual friends, close friends, best friend, BBLs, and all the other codes. They say transit now, guys. Or one of them already begins to have a feeling. And it's feeling like if I talk, I will lose this friend. We are not going to be able to trash that still. But me, my personal advice, I think you should give your friends a chance. If they come asking you to move from being friends to being partners or lovers, I don't know what people think. One sentences each on that. What do you think? A good friend becoming a life partner. Should we give them a chance? If you can hear me.
Yeah, I heard that. I've always been an advocate of whenever you want to marry, get married to your friend. I have it so big in my head, and I've always told myself that guy, whenever you want to marry, you must marry your friend. And this is it. to be so peaceful. I'm somebody who is big on peace of mind. So I feel it's the best thing to do. Like the best thing to do in marriage. Sorry about the technical problem. But like I was saying, the best thing to do is just to get married to your friend. Honestly, times without number. I'll keep things.
Okay, we had a little break there, but if Debbie can hear me, just one sentence on giving your very good friends a chance, or your friends giving you a chance to take them from just being friends to becoming like partners. What do you think?
It's a good one, especially if you have checked if you have checked him or her and you feel like okay, you share the same value, you are good to go. Because of course you cannot marry your enemy and you don't want to marry a stranger. So
Of
and
course.
yes, yes, and if you can survive friendship level, of course. Okay, for example, I saw something yesterday. Somebody actually listed 5 stages of relationship in code. So she said the first one is friendship level, the second one dating, the third one courting, the fourth one engagement, and then marriage. So I think that process, because okay, some people will be like, but this person is not my friend, and he asked me, why can't you just be friend with that person first and see? And of course, value is very important. If you have seen each of value and it goes in line with what you believe and the like, so why not giving him or her a chance? That's my own view.
Give love a chance. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's been a beautiful edition
Yes.
today. We decided to do some gist on love matters or love issues. And I'm here with my team members. You have Debbie Olafimio, and then you have
Yeah.
Jerry Otunubi. Thank you, both of you, for being awesome guests on today's
Thank you, ma'am.
show. I hope that I have you people
Thank you for
like
having
this
us.
once and again. All
Thank
right,
you.
Thank
so
you
I'd
so
like to
much
say
for
to
having us.
everyone that we have a virtual program coming up for lovers, for would-be partners, for people in marriage on the 24th of February. It's Saturday, 24th of February, last Saturday of this month. And what are we doing on that day? We are having a hangout where we're going to be talking about personal character issues that are causing wahala, how to watch out for those red flags, what to do with them. Particularly if it looks as if your partner is struggling so much with that thing and is pissing you off. You just want to know what to do. And we would like to have you on that. So the link will be dropped here. A colleague of mine is dropping the link right now so that you can just click and register. And what more do you need to know? It is free. I'll be there. Feel free to come into the room with your partner or would-be partner. That person you are eyeing, bring them. And it's going to be a no holds bar. We're looking for a situation where we're looking at a situation where you're able to say those things as they are. We're able to offer some counseling here, some therapy there, some learnings here, and you're going back into a relationship wholesome and better. It's February, and it's a special gift to you as part of the Love Month. We'd like to say our goodbyes now. Thank you so much for being part of the show.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.